Hi guys, welcome again to another episode of Financial Literacy. My name is Jane Dishu and I'm a financial advisor. Thank you so much for those of you who are new here. Remember to subscribe, like and comment. Also turn the notification bell so that anytime we post new content, you'll be notified. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about the famous money market fund. Money market fund is a type of unit trust that give you a platform where you can be able to save and invest. Saving meaning you're putting in money every month, and investment meaning that you can be able to earn an interest out of the amount of money that you put in. Money market fund is also referred as a current account because it gives you the flexibility of putting in money and withdrawing it. So you can be able to put in any amount of money any month, daily, regularly, the way you would want to. And then you can be able to access that amount of money anytime you want to. So it gives you an interest because at the end of the day, it invests this money in other companies or in other investments. Money market funds are referred as low of risk because they invest mostly in government bonds and bills and also other corporate borrowings. So most of the time you'll find wherever your money is invested, it is not like traded, so your money will not reduce in value, or whatever the amount of money you're getting from these companies is not like your principal amount is preserved. So in case you have saved maybe 1 million or you have invested 5 million in that company, your money will never reduce in value. So it gives you something we call capital preservation. So capital preservation means at no point the amount of money that you put in the money market fund will be traded, or at no point your money will go below that amount of money. This also comes as the other question most people ask. If you put your 1 million, you can be able to withdraw the 1 million. So at no point you'll be told like you cannot withdraw part of this saving or it have gone down with this amount of money. So that's basically what a money market fund is. So how a money market fund structured? So in the structure of a money market fund, we have the client, who is you, who comes to invest through a fund manager. Now the fund manager, these are companies that are offering the money market accounts. And then the fund manager will take your money and then they will invest that amount of money now in government bonds or in government bills, and also the bank deposits. So at this point, you have realized you as the client, you'll be going through the fund manager so that you can invest in the government bonds or the bank deposit. This means at the end of the day, the amount of money that they are going to earn from the government bond, the fund manager is going to charge you maybe a management fee. So whatever trickles down to you will be less the management fee, because this company is also giving you a platform where you can be able to preserve your capital. So I know at this point you're asking yourself, why should I go through someone, or why should I go through money market fund? Why can't I go directly and invest directly in treasury bills? So one of the reasons why money market came to existence, it's because most of us are looking for a platform where you can be able to have the flexibility of depositing any amount of money. Remember, if you go directly to the government to invest in the treasury bills, the minimum is around 50,000. Also, the withdrawal term, you have to wait until maybe that bill has matured. So maybe you are looking maybe for an emergency fund where you can put money and you can withdraw. So a money market fund has broken that down because you can invest as low as even 500 Kenya shillings. Meaning, if any person has any amount of money, they will not be limited as per what they would go through when they're investing in the treasury bill. So this is why this fund manager, they came up with the money market fund to help me and you to have an account where we can be able to save any amount of money we have and also achieve the short-term goals and also be able to access that amount of money as they give you the low risk of investment. Okay, so the other thing people ask, can I lose maybe money from a money market fund? And the answer is yes. As I have always mentioned, we don't have guaranteed investment in Kenya. It might be low of risk, but that doesn't mean it's no of risk. So one of the things about money market fund, it's something that the companies that you're going to invest in, or maybe the fund managers that you're going to invest in. So when it comes to you losing the money, or when it comes to you having the risk of maybe losing that amount of money, it translates directly to the company that you choose to invest in, or the fund manager. So if you choose a company that will go down, you might lose all your money at the end of the day. But one thing you have to understand, money market is a reflection of the company that you choose. So you have to be very careful on which company you choose. So at this point, when you can lose your money is when the company you invested in the money market fund goes down and they cannot be able to service you anymore. So I know you're asking, which are these companies that invest in money market fund? So the biggest of shares are the insurance companies. So we have so many insurance companies that are listed in the money market fund or have a money market fund. The other people are investment banks. We have some investment banks that have the money market fund, and we have now the commercial banks. So these are some of the three, and also we have investment companies. So what happens, the money market funds are regulated under something we call Capital Market Authority. So if any company choose to have their own money market fund, they will register with Capital Market Authority, and then this information is always available on the Daily Nation. You can be able to Google this information because it's always on the newspaper, and you can also be able to see the amount of money that each of this company, or the company profile of each of these company. It helps you to do your due diligence and also to choose the best company to invest in when it comes to money market fund. So the other thing that most people really ask is, how much is the interest? Or because I mentioned that you get to invest your money, like how much are the interest, or maybe what do you get at the end of the day? So the interest varies from one company to another company, but averagely what have been happening in the current market, we have been able to get money market grow. So somehow for the previous year, money market have been giving something around the highest 8%, 10%. But now from last year, because most people have capitalized in money market fund, so many people are migrating from the banks, because they know even if you put your money in a bank, at the end of the day, you are not getting an interest that can be able to cap the inflation, which is at 6.5% right now. So most people are migrating in the money market fund, which is making it to be more competitive. At this point, we have companies which are even giving you at 16%. And this is the famous question, like, when I'm looking for interest, what do I look for? So when you get that information, I've said that this information is very available on this newspaper, so you can be able to get it. So once you're choosing a company and your consideration is the interest, one of the things you get to ask is, how much is the management fee? So if they have posted that their interest is 18%, always ask, what is your management fee? Something is very common. As I have said, these fund managers will charge you an interest rate, because remember, they're giving you a platform, but whenever they invest this amount of money to now the companies that we have listed, or the treasury bills, they have to charge the management fee. So ask, the interest that you're telling us, is it minus the management fee, or is it after the management fee? Okay. And then any interest that you're going to get, definitely, as I said, we are regulated by Capital Market Authority. So at the end of the day, anywhere we have the government available, just know there will be tax. So this money market fund have 15% of withholding tax. So whatever interest you're going to earn from any of this money market fund, it's going to be taxed 15%. Okay. And then one of the favorite things, and why we are migrating to the money market fund, it's the compound interest. So most of the people, maybe you have come across that term, compound interest. So compound interest is where, in case you invested 1 million, and maybe you want an interest of 10% from your 1 million this year. So if that amount to 100,000, and assuming you reinvested that 100,000, meaning you did not withdraw that amount of money from your account. So next year, when will be the opening balance will be 1.5 million. So when it comes to the interest that year, even if the company gives you another 10%, they will not only give you the 10% on your investment of 1 million, they're going to give you the 10% on the investment of 1 million plus the interest you earned. So compound interest is referred as one of the ways of getting rich quick, because you earn an interest from an investment. If you don't withdraw that interest is still earn you an interest at the end of the day. That makes money market very competitive to most of these savings and investment or this short-term savings and investment. The other thing that most people ask is what is the difference between the bank and also the money market fund. So when you have a bank account, of course, this money is maybe in a fixed account, and maybe the interest rate that you get there is around 4% or 6%. You guys, as I said, the inflation rate is at 6.5%. So the difference between the bank and the money market fund is the money market fund is giving you more of interest, and the bank is giving you an interest rate of lower than the average, and also the accessibility, the transaction fee, and such things. Okay, so most of the time when we are differentiating between a bank and the money market, the interest is a whole consideration. Money market will be giving you more money than just having your money lying in the bank, and that's why we're having the whole migration from even SACCOs, banks, and such places to money market funds. So another question that most people ask is, can money market make you rich or wealthy? So as you all have to understand, money market is for beginners. It's just a platform where you combine both savings and investment. So you guys, money market is not purely an investment. So it might help you accumulate more money, but you might need to learn other investment platform where you can put your money depending on which goal you want to do. So money market is not the end of your investment. Money market might not be able to create all the wealth that you want. Money market might not be able to give you everything that you really want, but you can use the money market fund to be able to accumulate more wealth, to invest in the different investments that will make you wealthy or will make you rich. And the last thing is, how can we use the money market fund? So one of the things that I have mentioned again and again is money market fund is designed for short-term investment. Money market is designed for these short-term things that you really want to achieve. Some of these things, in case you would want to have an emergency fund, money market is very ideal because you can be able to save your money, and when you get an emergency, you can always be able to withdraw that amount of money at that particular point. So emergency fund. The second thing, any goal that is between 1 year to 5 years or 1 year to 3 years, depending with how short term you're looking at it, you can be able to put that. That's maybe buying a car, buying your next land, maybe taking a vacation. And the other thing, maybe even accumulating funds to take your children to school next year. Like those short-term goals that you really have, you can be able to fit them in a money market fund. Guys, one of the things that you can be able to capitalize on the money market fund is to reinvest the interest. So you guys, if you're looking at money market as a way of investment, do not, and I repeat, do not, and this applies to so many other of investment. Do not be a person who earns an interest and you just want to withdraw it. Unless it was for that purposes of savings and investment, avoid the withdrawals, because at the end of the day, the more you are able to hold that money, as we said, the compound interest, the more that money is able to give you more of interest. So if you're in a position where you can be able to hold more money or you can be able to reinvest your interest, the better for you. Also, have a goal in mind. The fact that money market gives you a platform of putting as low as even 20 shillings doesn't mean you have to settle with the bare minimum. You can have a goal in mind and have an amount of money that goes to that money market fund, and also combine that with whatever you want to achieve at the end of the day. So do not settle with what is your minimum or how do I open this account. Make sure that you have a goal and you structure that to how much will I be topping up in my money market fund. So in each and every category, you guys, you can be able to capitalize on whatever you put in. The other thing that most people ask is, can I have 1 or 2 money market or 3? Is it advisable? Yes, you can have as many money market fund as possible, but now the whole goal is, why do you need so many money market fund? So if you have different goals and you can be able to capitalize that maybe in a money market fund that is giving you high of interest rate, it is okay, it is good. But for those people who feel like maybe if I want a car loan, I want to have a money market in this company, in the other company, in the other company, you can still do that. But you guys, you also need to be so considerate not to just distribute your money everywhere and not be able to capitalize on just having that amount of money in one place where you can be able to track and also get the statements right, and be able to also be able to track on your progress when it comes to that money market fund. So the other thing that you should be really so considerate when you're choosing a money market fund, and I think this is very important. So when it comes to which is the best money market fund, so for me, I don't come here to just tell you, choose this money market, choose this, because I believe we have different goals and we are looking for different goals. So one of the things that I have mentioned, money market fund gives you the liquidity or the flexibility. So most of us, if you are looking for an emergency fund in a money market fund, okay, some of us might be having like, I would want to access this money like immediately on my M-Pesa. So you have to look for maybe a company which gives you the flexibility of, maybe I can access 100,000 in the M-Pesa, and then the rest of the money I can wait maybe to the bank. The other thing you consider, make sure that this company is registered. Do your due diligence. This information about these companies is very available. So get to understand, when did they start doing the money market fund? How is the experience? How are their ratings? Go to their website, look at the comment section, see what people are saying about this particular company. The longer a company has been in existence, it also translates to the longer of how you can be able to get engage their experiences or their customer experience. And one of the most things that is the most important things in most of these places is the customer service. Remember, money markets are short term. So you also don't want a place where you want to withdraw your money and they have a very bad customer service. Also, check, do they have an application? Do they have a website where you can be able to get this information? Do not go to the analog way of they will be sending physical statements. They will be sending someone to your maybe address or something close to that. So just look at, is this something that I can be able to do at the comfort of my place? Also look at the transaction fee. How can you be able maybe to evade the transaction fee of transferring maybe from M-Pesa to the money market fund? How can it be easier for you at the end of the day? So it's so many things, but the whole point is do your due diligence. And one of the most important things, do not invest because other people are investing. Make sure that your money market fund is giving you value and you can be able to capitalize on it because you have a certain goal that you want to achieve with that amount of money that you have at the end of the day. So before you open a money market fund, ask yourself, why do I need to open it? How is it going to help me with my financial goals? Also ask how much is going to go to that account, how frequent you're going to deposit in that account, the interest rate you're going to earn from that account. Are you going to reinvest it, or how do you wish to spend it at the end of the day? So who can get a money market fund? So I know that is a very famous question. Who can get a money market fund? So as an individual, you can be able to open a money market fund for yourself as long as you're 18 years of age. You can also be able to open a junior money market fund for your kids. So if you are looking to start introducing your child to investment, you can open a junior money market fund for your child, and they can be able to see how the interest is growing. You can teach them from a money market junior account. And also you can open as a joint account, maybe with your friends, with your spouse, or anyone you want to open a joint account with. You can also have a corporate money market fund, maybe with your chama, with your company, or maybe a registered group or self-help groups. You can be able to have a money market as that. Some of the requirements to open a money market fund for individuals: you need a national ID, you will need a KRA PIN, you'll need your bank, and also will need approval of that bank. So you might need a bank statement, a bank ATM, or a bank slip. If you are opening also as a joint account, you'll also need the same details. As a registered group, we'll need your KRA PIN as a group. We will need also the ID of the signatories or the people who will be operating that particular account. We'll need a bank account, and we'll also need a proof that this is your bank. And one of the best thing about this money market fund, you can be able to invest even if you are not in around in the country. So even if you are a Kenyan living abroad, you can be able to open a money market fund. And the process has been made so easy. In most of these companies, you can be able to just open this from a website, and it's so easy. As long as you have those documents, you just upload them and you have your account like that, and you can create maybe an application or a self-service portal or a website where you'll be able to see your statement. So if you are considering to get a money market fund, it's not as complicated as it looks. It's very easy, and you can be able to have that at the end of the day. And as we have said, money market is a place where you start your investment journey. You train yourself on how to save and invest as you progress to other investment. So do not be so comfortable in the money market fund. Once you get into a money market fund and you start achieving those goals in your money market fund, try to distribute into other investments, because there are so many, so that you can be able to grow your money, and you can be able at the end of the day to get the maximum you can be able to get to building your wealth. So you guys, if you would want to open a money market fund, do not forget to visit my Instagram page. You can be able to book a free consultation with me, so that I can be able to guide you on the same process. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and also turn the notification bell, so that next time I upload, you'll be notified. And guys, always share this content with everyone around you, so that you also empower the community around you, and they also to get the chance to learn about savings and investment, and also money. And until next time, thank you.